Yeah, all good. All good. Good evening. It's a beautiful late spring evening here. Just been round for a nice long walk and doing a bit of reflecting on how mindset is contagious in football teams. It only takes one player to sort of panic to unravel a team in a matter of seconds. Say, for example, you can see the goal against the run of play, a poor refereeing decision, and you get this kind of spiral, like a domino effect, and it's contagious amongst all the players, and they start sort of bickering and moaning, and then they play themselves out of the game, so to speak. You know, the head goes down, and before anyone says a word or a player says a word, body language is communicating. So the head goes down after conceding against the run of play, and you can just sort of see the body language. The refereeing decision doesn't go their way, and I've seen this over many years in football, whether it be working with individuals or sort of teams. I've seen how quickly things can sort of unsettle the team, but equally on the other side too, I think if you've got one player who's really composed, I can think of a lot of situations in a lot of different sort of games where a player, after a mistake, after conceding against the run of play, after a poor refereeing decision, the player will stay composed, shoulders back, head up type thing, and say, let's have it. Clap, motivate the rest of the team. And you've either got that kind of that panic sequence of events where one player kind of sort of freezes, the teammates start to kind of hesitate, they're not showing for the ball, the momentum breaks, the confidence goes down, they start to lose cohesion, they start bickering amongst themselves type thing. And I think that it's really important to sort of for someone to step up and break that, particularly if you sort of end up playing yourself out of the game, if you lose momentum and the game completely drifts away. And I think for me, one of the key things in sort of breaking that cycle is one player to react, to sort of a couple of deep breaths, head up, encourage the team, get behind the team. It doesn't have to be the captain necessarily. It can also be a natural leader or natural leaders who can sort of, put a hand up, so to speak, and say, come on, let's get back into shape. Let's get organized. And that can have a knock-on effect as well, I think, also. And as I said, on many occasions, I'm not here to give any advice or make suggestions or tell people what they should and shouldn't do. I'm just reflecting on my own experiences. And in these situations, particularly when you can, and I've been in situations before, with teams where you can see the goal against the run of play, you've been dominating the game, and they score a goal and they go one up against the run of play, you get a bad refereeing decision, a player makes a mistake, and really at that point, it doesn't always necessarily have to just be the captain who stands up. It can be just leaders to say, okay, let's sort of stand up here. And body language will speak before even a word is said. Shoulders back in that situation. And perhaps even if it's sort of the first half hasn't gone according to plan, and you back in the dressing room, then back out in the sort of tunnel. One player, head up, shoulders back, getting in there, breathing, with sort of purpose. And I think the key thing is at that point, the three sort of key things for me are for someone to recognize the moment. And once you've recognized the moment, to sort of stand up. The other key point for me is to sort of make eye contact with other players. Have you ever seen sort of players where they make eye contact with other players and say, okay, that kind of assurance, we've got this, we've got it, okay? And then once they've made eye contact with other players, then it's sort of like a call to action. Come on, not just sort of a monotone, well done, come on, let's go. Now, really driving the players with body language, with motivating the players. Come on, let's get back in it. Let's keep going. Being firm. And there's some of the sort of key points for me that can make all that difference to sort of break that sort of cycle and get back into the game. But that's my take on it. You might see it differently. It's always good to hear different perspectives. That's sort of my take on it.